Sweet Crystal.
And
And
here more often than everybody but Bob.
pretty much. And
He's already gone next week. I will be here.
cool. Then I get a chance to go on that fishing trip I've been wanting to go on. So you got involved with this Warriors project in what, 06?
2006, when Russ Barnett, who we hope is still going to make it tonight, except he just called and said he got rear-ended on 94 on the way here, and he sounded sad. So I'm hoping he'll get here. But Russ Barnett, this was a vision of his, and he's an Army vet from Vietnam era, and he just saw a lot of the needs of the veterans that were falling through the cracks, basically. Those are his words. And he started in 2006 to put together something called the Michigan Vet Fest. Right. And he was looking to put together an all-day benefit with bands and food and raising awareness and stuff, basically to raise funding for an organization that's in downtown Wayne called Veterans Haven. And what that is a shelter for homeless vets. And so...
Veterans, no veteran should go homeless.
Absolutely not.
Ever.
Absolutely not. And it's amazing the ones that are out there that you wouldn't know about.
Right.
You know, because veterans, I'd say for the most that I've ever met, are a very proud bunch of people. I mean, they're very proud of what they've done, and we have treated a lot of them correctly. So what Veterans Haven does is give them a place to stay, gives them clothes, gives them food, gives them help to get back on their feet. So Russ wanted to do something to help Veterans Haven. So, true story this, I mean, he actually called us out of the blue and said, some of my veteran friends remember you guys from the 70s, 60s and 70s, and wanted to know if you'd be interested in playing. We haven't played live in a decade. When he called, and I just kind of went, I don't know if I know how to do that stuff. But I talked to my guitar player, Bill. We didn't have a drummer at the time. We actually didn't have a drummer because Steve had kind of retired from live music. And we got another gentleman to come in and put the live show back together. And if it wasn't for Russ in the first Vet Fest, Sweet Crystal wouldn't be out doing what we're doing right now. So he really...
And winning DMA awards, by the way.
It's amazing, man. So he not only helped vets, he helps Sweet Crystal. So that makes me feel real good. So every time he does one of these, and this will be number 5 for him, we're right there. So
I noticed that. Because
every
every once in a while, my page on Facebook blows up and it's like, dude, we're playing another deal. So the event happens this Saturday.
Yes, it does.
I found this kind of interesting. You have the acts broken down into 2 different groups. You've got an acoustic set first, and then you've got...
And then these guys, to make you forget you just spent all your money already and keep your standing around.
The Toledo Comedy Crew.
It's an actual 4-man group. That's a real stand-up crew that are coming up here to give us an hour's worth of stand-up.
Really?
Yeah, so in between the acoustic show, which starts at 4 and goes to about 8 o'clock or so, then they're going to do a 45-minute set, and then the band starting. We'll kick off that part of the night.
I see that my old friend Al Cepeda said that Grace is going to be making a guest.
He's going to stop by. He's playing that night at Callahan.
Right.
With Sean Murphy. But he's so up on this. He said he'll do whatever he can to try to make it out there. And he's just going to show up sometime during the day. And he's ever on the stage, we're going to make him stop. And put Al up there for a couple songs and send him on his way.
Nothing wrong with it.
No, absolutely not. He's taking time out of his life to come do this.
And the electric acts are Sweet Crystal, my buddies the Romeo Flynn's, and I love those guys. They wear Beatle boots, man. What's not to like?
They contacted us about being on this gig. So I felt very, very happy to know that somebody else was paying attention and wanted to be involved. So
good.
Thanks to them for coming up and stepping up.
Good for them. They're good guys. They always have been. And Outlaw Social Club.
Now, those are friends with Russ's, and he says they're very, very good kind of modern country band. So that'll be a nice flow for the night. You've got us, doing more progressive rock, and Romeo Flynn's doing more power pop rock kind of stuff.
Yep.
And then Outlaw finishing up with the modern country. So we've got hopefully something for everybody.
And I see you got Medicine Wheel in the middle of the day.
They are doing an acoustic unplugged set. So if you know Medicine Wheel from Loud Crowd and who they are, they're going to do. They went down to Nashville recently and did a bunch of showcases down there, and half of the showcases were acoustic. And I saw a YouTube clip from them, and they were great. it's just a whole different feel for what they do. So they're going to come up in the middle of the day and 6:45 and come up and do some Medicine Wheel unplugged.
And the show starts at 4 o'clock, and Jennifer Nasto will sing the national anthem.
Absolutely. We always have to have somebody do that. And if you've ever heard Jennifer or her lips, she's got a killer. She's been up for the same DMA award as us for the last 2 years running, so I'm surprised she'll show up because we beat her each time. Sorry, but she's that good. So she's going to come up and do that. Maybe God goes to America and another two just to get the day off.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm really sorry to hear that Russ got into that accident and couldn't be here. But please tell him that I'd like to have him come down and talk about what it is that he does, because it's really, really, really important. And what some folks don't understand is not only do we have guys from Korea and Vietnam who are homeless, and usually when somebody says homeless vet, the first thing they think of is Vietnam. Well, there's homeless vets from the first Gulf War. There's homeless vets from the second Gulf War. There are homeless vets from Iraq and Afghanistan. It's not right. So
that's tough, and that's what Veterans Haven is all about. And everybody knows the Wounded Warrior Project. I mean, they're pretty high profile, and that's kind of a near and dear thing to our heart. But the Vets Haven is local, and these are people right here in Detroit. And once I've been over there a couple times, and the work they do with people that they have, and it's mostly men. I mean, but there are some women that are out there too. So in that place, if you can't make it out to this gig, you can go online and donate, or you can send checks to the Michigan Vet Fest address, which is on the Facebook page, or you can drop off clothes. I took a bunch of things over there a couple weeks ago, and they will take clothes because they need that as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
there are hard item donations as well as financial donations. So it's a very interesting place.
it is, and God bless you for doing all that you've done.
It seems so little
for the
compared to-
vets.
It seems so little compared to what they've done for us.
You know, but I'll tell you something, Mark. Over the last few years, you have gone out, and I know you got a lot of people doing this with you, but you've been a really loud voice for vets. And I appreciate that, and I know the veterans do, and they will never forget you for it. Anytime you turn a kindness to a veteran, he'll remember you, and he'll hold you in high regard, and he appreciates the fact that he served his country, and people remember him, and that's what it's all about, because you're right. Veterans, especially those who've been in war, after you've been in battle, you are changed in that you stood your ground, you fought the good fight, and you came home, and you have something to be proud of. You stood up for your country, and you lived through it. And, when those guys are out there in combat, they're 10 feet tall and bulletproof. And once you've been 10 feet tall and bulletproof, it's hard being brought to your knees. And so I can't speak for all veterans everywhere, but I can speak for this veteran and tell you that thank you very much for what you do for my brothers and sisters.
Well, what I'm going to do is steal that line from you, 10 foot tall and bulletproof. I'm going to use that in the song, man. That's a great line, dude.
Well, it's true, because when you go in, they train you and they teach you. This sounds terrible thing to say, but they teach you how to wage war. And they instill in you a certain amount of pride and leadership, and you go out, and the pictures that a lot of people don't see are the pictures of the vets helping the little old ladies and the little kids and things of that nature. And while they are gung-ho and combat ready, they're just good guys in good ways, and people do forget about them, and they come home, and first of all,
homeless people become in an environment, especially where there's a lot of them, homeless people become invisible to the general public because you see it every day. If you're in a position to see it every day, you harden yourself to it. And to go from being a warrior to non-existence, it's got to be tough. So, anyway.
Well, nice. Well, if you want to know more about this gig, the easiest thing to remember, just go to warriors211.com. That's the main site. It'll give you directions to the Timberwolf Tavern in Redford, where it is at the time. So it's warriors211.com. It'll show you all the bands, tell you what it's all about. It's free to get in. We suggest a $5 donation, but we're hoping people will come and get more. We have things to give away, raffle ticket-wise, and stuff. Places that good food, good drinks. It's an all-day kind of thing. It's also going to be indoors because it sounds like there's going to be storms on Saturday, so people won't be outside, so you can come inside and see all these.
It kicks off at 4 o'clock. And
Saturday the 14th.
Saturday the 14th. So, Outlaw Social Club, Medicine Wheel, Sweet Crystal, Russ Barnett, I'm sure will be there, and I'm sure he gets up and talks to the audience.
Yeah, he's kind of the MC a little bit.
Okay. Well, let's get to who'd you bring with you?
This is interesting. Today is Sweet Crystal Light Day. Drummer Steve didn't come in, and we figured we'd do the coffee house version. It's myself, of course, my guitar player Bill Blatter, Sweet Crystal for 38 years, and today we're very, very blessed to have Gail England with us. Now, Gail is a singer-songwriter.
Who's on at 7:30
She's
that night?
the last of the acoustic acts. We leave the best of the last.
I recognized you when you walked in.
And so
Okay.
she's going to be singing with us at the fest as well as doing her own set. So we thought we'd bring her down today to try to fill out just the duo of Bill and I doing a couple songs. So we just thought this would be something totally different, seeing as it's a unique event. We might as well do it unique. Although it'll be the full Sweet Crystal show when we do it on Saturday.
Well, oh, I got to ask you. I saw on Facebook that you were getting rid of your move. Did you?
Not yet. Bill doesn't want me to. And any
I'm
other,
with you, man.
Other keyboard players have said you're an idiot. So I haven't done it yet.
It's a mood synthesizer.
It's the only thing I own that actually went up in value in my life. Other than my wife, you know.
I mean, that's as cool as having a 1971 Hammond B3 Portabee with a pair of Leslie speakers. I mean, when I saw
I haven't
that,
done it yet.
when I saw that, I wanted to get in touch with you and go, what the heck are you thinking? Amazing. I'm sorry, I had to call you out of it.
Cool. Well, maybe I will do it.
God, I can't imagine that. You gotta stop him. He's out of control. Making stuff. All right.
All right, let me walk up here.
And you got 3 songs
That's okay,
going
hon.
right
If
now?
that's cool with you.
That's okay.
All right, what's your setter?
I'm easy, man.
But you're not cheap.
No. Or so I've been told. No, I'm definitely not. I just got asked if I was reasonable. I don't know. You'd have to ask my friend about that. All right. Here they are, ladies and gentlemen. Gail England and Sweet Crystal Light.
Very nice.